welcome to or back to this week's weekly vlog. If you're new, I'll give you a super quick intro because I didn't do that in last week's vlog. So yes, my name is Dawn. I'm a British expat, originally from Manchester, which is the northwest of England, and for over 21 years I think I've been living in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam. And I live here with my partner Lawrence, who's from South Africa, and our boys Josh and Will, and our fur babies Jack, who's our Parsons Terrier, and Daxter, who's our very fluffy ninja ginger cat. So you're all very, very welcome, and if you're one of the OGs, a returning viewer, welcome back. I hope you've all had a good week. So I should actually start off by addressing last week's vlog. Some of you might have realised something was a bit strange in the way I ended the vlog, and I think I might have put some text on to indicate that indeed I wasn't feeling well. So I got back from Tanzania, felt great, and then on the Wednesday morning I was starting to feel a little bit unwell. By the afternoon I had chronic stomach pain, and I couldn't keep anything inside me. Thursday I dosed myself up on paracetamol and ibuprofen, and I went into work, and I lasted until mid-afternoon, and then I had to go home. I was just not feeling well at all. Went back to bed, and then I had, if you remember from a few vlogs ago, Allerton and I started a dance class. So I dosed myself up again, went to the dance class with Allerton because I thought, well, movement might help me a bit. And I pushed through, managed to do the class, and then the wheels just fell off. I felt so ill. I actually felt fluey. And I went to bed wearing a sweater because I was that cold, and it was red hot in here. So it was definitely me. Friday, I hadn't realised, I don't even know why I did it, but I had a hairdresser appointment booked at 9 in the morning. So again, tablets, dosed up, went to the hairdressers, just about made it through, came home, and I didn't get out of bed again until today. I ventured down. Lawrence made chicken soup. I had, I don't know, 3 or 4 mouthfuls and couldn't face it. I bought some IBS medication from the pharmacy while I was at the hairdressers.
Are you keeping the Met?
Hold on, sorry.
Are you keeping...
It's Lawrence, I'll explain in a minute. So the IBS medication, it's helped a bit. I don't feel fluid today. I just feel exhausted and still got really bad stomach pain. Alison called me yesterday to say that she felt really nauseous, wondered if she had a bit of flu. And then Joshua came downstairs also yesterday and said he felt nauseous. So there's clearly something going around. I don't know if it's me who spread it, but anyway, I don't feel fluid today. As I said, I just feel completely drained, but I've showered, took loads of pills. I've still got stomachache, but I want to get up and out and moving about because, yeah, lying down all day is also not good for me. So, yes, the reason Lawrence popped his head in the door, and he might do it again, is he is dismantling the lounge sofa that's in the back garden. If you've been around for a while, you know one of the end pieces is totally wrecked and knackered now. It's beyond repair, and I can't find a replacement. And so we've decided to just remove that one and just have a shorter sofa for now. And I think next summer we'll replace the whole lot. But I mean, the rest of it's fine. It was just that one piece. He's also disassembled the old picnic table. So we're going to do a quick run to the community rubbish dump and get rid of the picnic table, the end sofa, and then the old cover is also, it's beyond waterproof anymore. And then we're going to pop to our local garden centre and buy a new picnic bench. So we're all ready for summer. No plans for the rest of the weekend. I think he's playing hockey tomorrow, but I'm venturing out today, but then I'm just going to relax for the rest of the weekend. The house is a complete mess. I need to do laundry, I need to do like real cleaning. I can't face it. I'm letting it go. So that kind of explains why I left last week's vlog a bit weirdly. I don't know, I just assumed that I'd sort of told you I wasn't feeling well, and then I was editing the vlog, and then I realised I cut off right at the very end. I just managed to film a little segment for the end, so I'd been to the hairdressers, and that was it. I just collapsed after that. Very strange. Rest of the week, well, going to the office. Thursday we've got a work due, so which is a bit of a mystery. I don't know what we're doing for that, but it's an afternoon and evening event. So I think we're going to Scheveningen, which is in The Hague. So maybe there's something interesting to film from that. And then for the rest of the week, I'm just aiming to have a very low-key, restful week. As you would have seen from last week's vlog, it was jam-packed last week because I spent just over a week in Tanzania, which was amazing. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put either a link below or in the little credits at the end. You can link through to it from there. And if you watched it, what did you think? What was your favourite bit? Did you enjoy it? Have you been to Tanzania? Are you inspired to go? I can really recommend it. If I wasn't there for work, I would have, you know, seen a lot more of the place, but I was happier to have crammed in as much footage as I could get, considering that I worked non-stop from Monday through to Friday. So anyway, waffle. Right, I'm going to see what he wants because he's hovering by the back door. And then let's go and buy a picnic table. Good morning. I'm working from home today, which is just as well because I'm still not feeling well at all. I'm definitely not as bad as I was, so I am improving, and I'm on the fence whether it is like an IBS flare-up, which is quite rare for me but not unknown, or if I've picked something up in Tanzania. If I have, speaking from experience, where was it? We went to, I think it was Egypt. Yeah, I think it was Egypt. Yes, it was. I just remembered something. I think we went, I don't know, like a 2-week, 10-week break, a 10-day break, I think. I don't know. It was well before COVID. Otherwise, you would have seen it. And I think it was like the day before we came home, Lawrence and I were struck down with raging diarrhea that I've never experienced in my life. And we got home, I don't know, it must be something with the air, with the plane pressure, but we were safe on the plane, but literally off the plane, it was just, we were running in all directions. It was awful. Talk about stress. And we both went to the doctors, and the doctor said, we can check you for amoebas, or a amoeba, but we'll only do that after 2 weeks. And literally on the last day of the 2 weeks, it stopped. So if I have picked up an amoeba or something, they won't bother checking me till it's 2 weeks. I already know that. So anyway, it is slowly improving. The pain, a bit low down. The pain on my lower left, I think it's that's your colon is in that area. I can now touch the area. So it hurts on the inside, but touching it, it's like, okay. You know, and the swelling's going down. Is this TMI? I don't know. Many of you said get well soon, so I thought I'd share last week's video. So it uploaded yesterday. Oh, I was so excited, and already quite a few of you have commented, and thanks. You know, your comments. So I don't post these things because I hope you've gathered this over the years now that I'm not I'm not the kind of person, I'm not flashy, I'm not like, oh, look where I've been. Oh. It's just, I just genuinely love sharing these things with you. And, you know, as you know, it was a work trip, so there was only so much I could do. But I just wanted to share it because I do know how fortunate and lucky, you know, and blessed I was to go on a trip like that. So, yeah, you know, and your comments just, yeah, really, really, they just touch me so much. And also that, you know, you acknowledge that, you know, out in the wild, this was like the real wild, you know, not like a fenced in safari park. You know, just being surrounded by that stunning nature, beauty, wild animals. Wow, what an experience. And you might have noticed, that I've sort of upped my music stakes. And that's because I've invested in a music service. Because up until now, I've been using, sorry, I'm a bit froggy. I've been using the YouTube audio library, which is free. Some of the music producers, you have to give them like a copyright mention. So occasionally in the notes, you know, we'll mention a link or a code or something. And then now and again, I'll get a free download. I'll sign up to a trial or something. But a couple of months ago, or even weeks ago, about a month ago now, I thought, do you know what? The music and the editing is such a fun part of the video for me. I thought I'm going to invest. So I've invested in a music service called Upbeat. And I've been looking at this for ages. I had a free account with them, so I could download, I don't know, 5 or 10 tunes a month, but then I had to credit every single one, and the credit text was like lengthy. And I just thought, oh, and the reason, what put me off was you got locked into a 1 year. So it was like a monthly payment. You had to pay the whole month up front. I was like, well, how much am I going to use of this? You know, and then I didn't want it to be that it was one of these that they just sneakily take the amount out, because I don't know, in a year's time, maybe there's something else I want to use. Anyway, waffle. So I'm using Upbeat, and I looked into it again about a month ago, and they've changed the policy. So it's a monthly payment now, and you can cancel any time. So I'll give it a go. I'm really, really pleased with it. So I hope you noticed that this I've sort of upped my game a little bit with the music over the little, you know, the footage, which I'm not waffling on. So yeah, you know, I was really excited to sort of have a look what they have for like Africa themed music and then stitching it all together, and there was loads of footage, and I had to try and get it down to somewhere around an hour. So if you watched it to the end, well done. Anyway, and a lot of you also, of the last few videos, you said you like my hair, so thank you. Sorry, I think the pollen count's high today. All my colleagues who I was in Tanzania with said they really like my hair, and my friends who've seen it have all said that they really like my hair. So I'm really happy with it. I've booked another appointment. The hairdresser has been working her magic on me. She's on holiday, so I'm taking a risk here. I'm going to try another stylist, but I think she's done the basic of the cut now, so you can't really go wrong with it. And then what I've said I'll do is I'll probably keep the length, might get her to tidy the back up a little bit, and then I'll keep the length, but maybe just put a few shorter layers in so it's got a bit more swing in it. I mean, if I puff it out, you can see there's still a lot of body in it. As with any hairdresser, I always have to tidy my own fringe up when I get home. I'm not afraid of scissors, so luckily for me. Right. That's my thank yous over. Oh, you're so nice. The other thing, so mentioning about Tanzania, I completely forgot to show you the dress that my colleague got for me. Isn't it interesting when you see this material fabric that they chose? So one of the colleagues, this was a gift from her, but she was with the team and they all had, you know, a say on what kind of fabric or print she should go for. This is really interesting because this is a fabric I would never have chosen, but when I've tried the dress on, I really like it. So I'm not trying it on for you now, and it's really creased and I need to get it taken up. So I don't know if there's a front or back. The stitching's not the best. I think this is the front. So it's just a simple You see how wide it is? It's just a simple caftan. It's got a little neck hole. The sleeves are not even finished. What they've done is they've made it on the selvage. So this is literally the width of the fabric. I mean, talk about quick production. And so you see the sleeves are actually, it's a nice length. It sort of comes like in. They're not too wide. You see, so there's enough room, but it's not gaping. And then I will wear it with, it's like a viscose, I think. And I will wear it gathered in like a dress. So what do you think? Oh, I love it. It is a little bit long. If I wear a belt and gather it in and tuck it up a little bit, it's a maxi length. But I'd like it maybe a couple of inches shorter. So yeah, I wouldn't have chosen this print, but I really like it. I'm chuffed to bits with that. And then the other thing, so Maureen, very observant of her. She noticed that, yes, indeed, in Tanzania, they drive on the same side of the road as the UK and also many other Commonwealth countries. I think Australia, Canada, India, I think drive on the same side of the road as the UK. So living here for so long, that was weird. When I first got in the pick-up service that collected us from the airport, I got in and I was like, this looks weird, because my brain's programmed to sit on the other side of the car and drive now. So yeah, that was a strange experience. And then the other thing as well, which hadn't occurred to me, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the plugs, so the electric plugs for, you know, your I don't know, your computers, your phones, hair dryers, whatever, stop contact. Yeah, they're just plugs in England. They're also the three-pronged British plugs. I had already got some adapters, and I've got a really, really good one that we invested in quite a while ago. So it was just really, it's amazing how these sort of, I don't know, like these Commonwealth, like old colonial kind of things still exist around the world. So anyway, who knew? And then the other thing, what I bought, if you remember, it was quite a few weeks ago now, I had a new screen protector fitted on the phone. Because if you remember, ages ago, I bought a glass screen protector. And within minutes of putting it on, it all cracked around the edges. It was a glass, like panther glass. It was rubbish. So then I went to the phone house and they fitted this super duper gel screen protector on. And again, because I have like a gel phone case on my phone. So with the case, the phone, the gel protector thing, it kept peeling off. By the time I got back from Tanzania, it was a mess. So I went online, went on Amazon.nl, but you can get this on all Amazon sites. I bought this. You get two screen protectors. I think it was €10, and I got a pop socket with it, which I won't use because then I can't mount my camera, but I gave it to William if he wants to use it. So €10, pop socket, and two of these hydrogel. It's got anti-fingerprint, really, it has. Sensitive touch and simple absorption. I don't know what that means. I've got a Reno 6 Pro. It's an Oppo, my brand. So I bought it, didn't have much hope, trimmed it down a little bit so I knew that the case wouldn't interfere with it, you know, like not sticking down. It's amazing. So I'm going to consider that a big hit. If you need a screen protector for your phone, really recommend that. What else? Yesterday, Lawrence put the picnic table up, so I'm super happy with that. It's a bit higher than our old one. I thought it was because Jack, with our old one, Jack used to go under the seats and have a good scratch, like a bear scratch, and he can't do with this one. I caught him the other day sort of trying to like leap up to scratch his back, and then anyway, I'm really pleased with it. It's really good, but I'm looking outside at it. I think I will paint it. My last one, I painted it like blue and white, so it's like French linen tablecloth style. So I might do that again at some point when I'm feeling a bit better. You might have noticed as well, sorry, I'm really froggy. I didn't do veg cam this year. I didn't plant any seedlings at all. I just did not have the time or the inclination. And to be honest with you, I'm not regretting it actually. It takes a lot of work because I only plant a few things. So it's not like I've got like a big vegetable patch. It's just more for the fun of it. And it was the thing that started up during lockdown, you know, so it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Many of you guys really enjoyed watching the plants grow. We even named one of our little lone carrots Kevin. So yeah, I didn't bother with any seedlings this year, although I did buy new seeds and I did buy all the rest of it. But the fig tree, it's growing great. So it really likes the spot it's in. If you remember, I bought an olive tree, a really tiny one. Was it last year or the year? I think it was last year. Forgot to bring it in winter. Oh, I'll leave it to it. It looked like it was on its last legs. There was loads of brown leaves on it. My gosh, it's covered in buds, which I hope will be little tiny olives. I don't know how edible they'll be, but they'll look pretty. And then because we took away the end of the sofa, so it's looking a bit bare there. I planted a rose, a patio rose in one of the tubs, and it didn't make it. So I've put a grass in there, like a blue grass, ornamental grass. They tend to be quite hardy. So my strawberries were on the last legs. It's not rained here for a while. I've given them a good water, and I'm looking out the window, and they've all perked up again. So it's looking a bit more presentable out there now in my little sunny corner. So hurrah! Still not assembled the barbecue. Talking of which, we had a barbecue last night. That's what I was about to tell you. We christened the picnic table. It was just myself, Lawrence and William. And we used the old Weber. It's perched on some kind of metal funnel Lawrence found. It's perfectly safe. It's just low down. So we had that. I chanced a gin and tonic because I was drinking G&T in Tanzania. I drank way too much gin one New Year, and since then I've not been able to touch the stuff. I chanced a glass in Tanzania and it was delicious. So I've had one last night. I had a cheeky gin and tea, a bit of tonic water, and I had some cranberry juice. So I just put a splash of that in. It was delicious. Anyway, everything I ate last night has pretty much left the premises. All of the fooders vacated the area, so I'm planning to go to the office tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it. We'll see. Right, kettle's boiled. I need to put, this is all clean out the dishwasher. I need to put it away. And then I've got half an hour just to chill out before I log on. So if anything remotely interesting happens, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. Morning. I can't remember when I last had a chat with you all, and I've not even edited any of this week's footage. Oh, this camera mounts. Oh, I can't. I don't like this camera mount, sorry. As you gathered, I'm in the little car. I'm probably wonky. Anyway, you get the gist. I'm here. Yeah, I can't remember. It was probably, was it Monday or Tuesday? Oof. Anyway, stomach update. It's pretty much resolved itself. I'm like 90% over whatever it was. I think it was just one of these, you know, traveller tummy kind of things. So I don't need to go to the doctor. I had the same when, I think I've mentioned this, when we went to Egypt a few years ago, and Lawrence and I were in a right mess for 2 weeks, and then it was all over. So yeah, but I'm tired. I think it's took a lot out of me. What did I do on Wednesday? It's my short day. Oh, I popped to the dry cleaners to pick up, do you remember that boho beaded dress that I bought a few weeks ago? I took that to let's say South Africa. I took that to Tanzania, and I wore it on the night when the heavens opened. So I was doubting whether the what do you call it, the hem was intact, but it was fine. And ironically, one of the dresses up was machine washable, and I could have just put it in the machine, but I was being lazy. It had all pilling down the front of it, so I thought it was ruined, and I went online to see if I could buy the same dress again because I loved it, and they sold out. Although I have ordered they had it in black, so I've ordered that. But I managed to get really carefully, I got a razor blade on it, and so it's fixed. But yeah, lesson learned. Won't be doing that again, or at least I won't be going back there. And then also I've been having, oh, my crafting has just took a massive nosedive. I've just not felt like doing anything. I don't know, I think the last few months has been a bit manic, and now I've had a crafting crash and burn. But anyway, I had like a rock painting kit. Oh, I've had it ages, and it fell on the floor in the craft room, and I thought, you know what, that's a sign. So I started doing a little bit of rock painting on Wednesday, you know, like mandalas kind of thing, just dotting, and I found it quite therapeutic. And that's as much as I've done. I've got loads of projects lined up that I actually want to start doing, but I just can't find the motivation. Anyway, it'll come back. Then yesterday I didn't go in the office because we had an outing in the afternoon, so I drove. It was like the wrap-up party of the project that I've been working on forever, and we met at a beach bar in Scheveningen, which is in The Hague. And I didn't really film anything because I don't know what it was. I needed my Google Maps on my phone to get me there, and it just drained the battery. So I thought, oh, I'm not risking filming a load of stuff and then I haven't got my maps back on, you know, for going home. And I didn't have the charger in the car. Anyway, it was nice. The weather was great, so we had like a reserved spot at a beach bar with like snacky nibbles and stuff. And then after that we headed over to the theatre in Scheveningen. I can't remember the name of it now. And we had a dinner, and then we had a show. And the show was Aida, is it? Or Ada? I don't know. I get mixed up between how the Dutch and the English pronounce it. Anyway, it's quite an old show. It was an Elton John, Tim Rice production. So they billed it as Disney's Elton and Tim. What did I think? Not my cup of tea. I made the stupid mistake of having a glass of wine with my dinner, and then by the end of the interval I had a raging headache, like my head was exploding. And they finished the interval on a massive number, you know, singy singy, and I'd have to go. I couldn't handle the second half, and I wasn't really enjoying it, to be honest with you. It wasn't my thing. And then let my headache get much worse, and then have to drive home. So I made my excuses and left. I think, it was a lovely gesture. It was a nice idea, but I think quite a few people had also sort of had enough by the interval. But anyway, it was nice. It was fun to be with colleagues. So I didn't go home too late. I think it was about 9:30ish. And then this morning, I woke up, I don't know, it must have been about 7ish. No, you have to wait there, mister. And went to the loo, and then went back to bed. Next minute, I woke up, it had gone 10 o'clock. Couldn't believe it. Lawrence said he just decided to leave me because I've not got plans today. But that's a sign. If I've slept in till that time of the day, that's a massive sign that the door needs some rest. So anyway, I've got myself showered and dressed, and I'm heading off to the market because I bought like a long kimono beach wrap, I don't know what you call it, summer overcoat thing a while ago, and it's very nice, but I said to Lawrence, I just felt it was missing something. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and going to accessorise it. So I'm going to the market to buy some trimmings so I can just flash it up a little bit. I must remember to show you at some point. And then when I get home, really need to do a good clean in the house. Last weekend, because I felt so ill, it was literally, I could go out, do one thing, and then I collapsed on the sofa. So I think this afternoon I'm going to throw my shorts on and just try and get on top of the cleaning. And also the front garden is still a mess. So Lawrence has said he's going to tackle that, get onto it. And I think that's pretty much it. I've been seeing lots of lovely photos. If you remember when I went to Ibiza 2 summers ago, so not last summer, the summer before, that group of girls are now in Portugal. And of course, I was supposed to go with them, but because I did the Marrakesh trip with another group of friends, I said I can't do two girls trips. Well, I can, but they cost a fortune, don't they? So I didn't out this year, but I had to promise that I'd go with them next year. So I said, of course I will. I can alternate the years. But yeah, I'm seeing all their nice photos, and they left really early Wednesday morning, and I was a bit like, oh, I really wanted to go with them. But anyway, it looks like they're having an amazing time, and the weather, it looks good. They're in Lisbon, so I think it's more like a city break. When we went to Ibiza, obviously it was a beach break, but yeah, really nice. But yeah, Tuesday night I was seeing the messages come through like, I'll pick you up at this time, I'm leaving at that time. I said to Lawrence, oh my gosh, I felt like booking a flight. Anyway, I resisted. Technically I could have done, because also in the group chat they put the door code, so I could have just turned up and let myself in the apartment. Imagine that, surprise! That would have been funny. Anyway, right, I'm just going into the parking garage, so I'll focus on where I need to go. Now I'm trying to think, last time I came here the elevator wasn't working, but I think it might be now, so I think I'm going to head downstairs. Because it's showing on the board that there's 350 spaces downstairs. I was worried about the time I'm coming because it's lunchtime, and normally you get the office workers and all the all the school mums after the school pickup sort of arrive here en masse, but it's pretty quiet, so that was quite good. I'm not intending to be here for long, as I said, trimmings, and I might have a quick browse in the shops. Maybe I should look at the wool store, because if I see wool it might get me all fired up again. Not that I need any more wool. Right, I said I was going, I'm going to stop waffling now. I'll catch you in a while. glasses. Ugh. Anyway, I'm in the garden, but there'll probably be about 20 million planes pass over, so I'll try and be quick. But I'm back from Amsterdam. It was really nice at the market and it wasn't so busy. Got some trim. Karen and Evo didn't have the colour or the type that I wanted, but they had this, which I thought was really nice. It's like a Ibiza boho style. They had, I think they had like just over 5 meters, so I said I'm buying it. I don't know what I'm doing with it. And then the other haberdashery store did have the one. This is actually the trimming that I did want, in like this off-white or cream colour. And then they also have the same trim as this green or turquoise. Nice, in off-white cream gold. So I thought I'd buy it. I don't know if I'm going to combine these two together. I think it might be a bit much. I don't know, it could work. Can't have enough tassels, it's my opinion. I could also stagger them. Actually, that would look quite nice on a trim. We'll see. Anyway, but yes, I'm home now. I'm going to put my shorts on. It's roasting hot. I've not ate anything yet, and it's like 2:30. But I ate so much yesterday, I didn't really fancy anything. So I'm going to have a bite to eat, have a coffee, and I think this week's vlog will be considerably shorter than last week's. Can't believe I posted the vlog of Tanzania last week. It seems a lifetime ago. Oh, there was a big thrush landed on the fence behind you then. That was unusual. So I think I'll just leave the vlog here and say once again thank you for joining me. And if it's your first time stopping by the channel, I hope you enjoyed spending a bit of time with me. I am normally a lot more waffling, but I think this week I've just been tired and, you know, not feeling great. So business as usual next week, I hope. And if you're an OG, thanks again for returning. I hope you all had a good week. If anybody's not already subscribed, maybe you want to consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell somewhere on your screen, every time there's a new video, you'll be notified by the YouTube gods. Okay, stay safe, have a good week, take care, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.